Scorpio, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Those of you that are new here, welcome. And those of you returning, welcome back. And all those that are celebrating your birthdays, happy birthday to you guys, all right? Have an amazing time, Scorpio. So let's have a look. This is for the month of November. And we're going to have a look at your energy, what's around you, what to look out for. Certainly, Scorpio, some nice surprises along the way, hopefully. And we're going to look at most areas of life, okay? So a couple more shuffles, guys. And we're going to go straight into this reading. I know your time is valuable. And I'll try and keep the reading as short as I can. Right, so Scorpio, what's happening? Month of November. One more shuffle, and then we'll go into it. All right, that's done. Okay, Scorpio, undercurrent of your month. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. This talks about holding back, holding off, holding on to what's yours, conserving your time, care, and attention, and giving it out when you feel it's merited as opposed to over-giving. So you might be holding back from maybe some projects, or things that you could do, but you're deciding just to, hold off, hold back a little bit, whatever it might mean for you, okay? Center of your reading, however, we've got Death in reverse, all right? Your card here, the Death card. This is the Aquarian Tarot, okay? It's a little bit different from traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, but Death in reverse, something hasn't really fully ended, whatever this might mean, Scorpio. I'm going to go deeper and clarify later on. The challenge for you, we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Something might not be transforming, and it's a challenge. It doesn't make you happy, whatever it might mean, okay? Is that the reason why you're holding back or holding off? I mean, it could be at work, where, your working day isn't transforming. Some of you maybe putting in too many hours, and now you're cutting back your hours, thinking, I'm giving too much to this company, and I'm not getting salary rises and things like that, right? So it can take many forms. Reason why everything is happening, okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. Now, this could be something to do, some of you might be working, in creativity, okay? This could be a card of creativity, the Ace of Wands. Some of you, just for some, a very select few, okay, this could be to do with a sex life, okay, a lack thereof, and it doesn't make you that happy, just for a select few of you, okay? Okay, in the recent past, there was a lack of clarity around something, Sun in reverse. Okay, so things weren't clear and nothing has transformed just yet, all right? It doesn't make you happy. And yet you want to get creative. You want your zest for life back. You want to really go to town, but part of you has to hold back for some reason, okay? Your focus at the moment, yeah, and I think it's something to do with an offer. Some of you are holding back or really conserving your time, care, and attention, especially in creative projects, in work, anything to do with that. You don't feel that you're getting your just merits, salary-wise. Okay, this is your focus of yours. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're looking for some form of a stable offer, okay? Others of you, if you're in relationships, some of you might be in relationships, okay, and things aren't transforming. You're a little bit unhappy, all right? The passion, the physical intimacy might be great, okay, but you're not happy in it. Like, where is it going? Is it just about lust? Just for a select few, not a personal reading. Remember, guys, what you don't see coming towards you, Scorpio, beautiful card, Ten of Cups, all right? Rainbow in the sky filled with 10 cups. It's a beautiful card for love. It's just emotional contentedness, okay? So that you don't see this coming. We'll clarify, so stick around, all right? Yeah, your energetic field, freeing yourself. A lot of you are mastering your mind rather than the mind mastering you, freeing yourself from mental slavery. So your energetic field, you might feel a little bit, people might see this in you, that you're a lot freer now from something, whatever that might be. But you're freeing yourself, you have an element of freedom about you. Outside influences, yeah, there's a certain situation here which has caused you a lot of anxiety, okay, a lot of mental work, Scorpio, where you had to really analyze and think about things. Might keep you up at night. of what you've got to do. And that's the reason why maybe some of you are suffering from lack of sleep, and you're thinking, right, well, I need to hold back on this. I'm doing too much. Because where's my Ace of Pentacles? Okay. Okay. A fear of yours, in your fears, will I ever have enough? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's cards about money here. Okay, so it really is. I think money might be key. Am I putting in a lot for very little gain, or am I being paid, accordingly? And the outcome, we got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, which is like, I don't think you're speaking up about it. Sometimes, Scorpio, in life, you would agree that sometimes your silence or your lack of presence can transform as opposed to speaking up about it. So let's go deeper. Let's clarify this reading now and see what's going down for you. For Scorpio. It's an interesting reading, though. Where shall I start? On that Ten of Cups? You have to wait. Let's have a look. So, yeah, the Death card in reverse, something hasn't closed out, hasn't transformed, but it's also your card, all right? So it's you, as the center of the reading, not feeling yourself, in your element. Why is the Death card in reverse for you, Scorpio? So we got the Sun, okay? The Sun again in reverse. So nothing's transformed and it doesn't make you happy. You can't see the rainbow that might just be coming your way. You can't see the rainbow. The challenge is, yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse. You're not happy. Some of you, you're not happy that something hasn't closed out. You don't have any clarity. Somebody might have ghosted you, and it doesn't make you happy at all, okay? And the reason why it's all happening, we've got the Ace of Wands, and then we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are definitely working in creative, some form of very creative fields. And then we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. And this is the reason why it's all happening. It's interesting set of cards, guys. For a select few, if it's about love, the passion might be great, but someone's a bit non-committal, or they're acting non-committal. It didn't make you happy. In the recent past, okay, you had the Sun in reverse, okay, which again, unhappiness. And then we got the Hermit in reverse. So it's almost like, even though I haven't got clarity, I'm keeping it moving. I'm getting out there. I'm not going to be, overthinking this and being a slave to, if it's about love, being a slave to someone's ghosting and lack of commitment and these kind of things, all right? You might have to do some inner reflection and decided, you know what? I can't get clarity. I can only get a certain amount of clarity from myself. It takes two people to build clarity when you're dealing about interpersonal relationships, right? Your focus is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you might be looking further afield, just saying, not a personal reading, guys, because you're not getting that stable offer at where you are. So you might actually be, secretly sending your CVs out, your resumes out to different people looking further afield. Okay, some of you, you're optimistic about getting this offer, okay? But you might realize that the only way I'm going to get it is by me holding back. So if I'm constantly showing up and putting in the work and working extra hours because I'm passionate about this company that might not have been doing so well with the King of Pentacles in reverse, where was I going with that train of thought? You realize that maybe I need to be missed. My efforts need to be pulled back so that they go, oh, damn. Or you speaking up, Scorpio, saying, hey, look, you know what? I've got so much to do here, Yeah, so what you don't see coming towards you guys, something's going to come along throughout November, which is very much going to change your perspective, okay, on your emotional contentedness, how you look at happiness and what it's all about. For some of you might get a different perspective on a certain relationship. Okay? But there's going to be a light bulb moment coming to you, something to do on the emotional front. Okay? Your energetic field, some of you do want to free yourself from certain situations, but you're not speaking up about it. You haven't actioned it. You're not rushing into anything. Okay? You're certainly not going to be having harsh words. So you're not speaking up about something, but you're freeing yourself. You're not speaking up that you want to free yourself. So outside influences, somebody hasn't moved on, okay, for a select few of you, and they're really in their head, that you're on their mind quite a lot. In your fears, you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay, lack of building with someone. Some of you might have been dealing with non-committal people. It's a fear of yours, will we ever be able to build again? Or is this just about passion and fun, as opposed to, building a legacy together or taking it to the next level? It's a fear of yours. And then the outcomes, the Knight of Swords in reverse and Queen of Swords in reverse. Some of you might have a boss who's an air sign. Yeah, I think really what's happening in here, you're not speaking up about something, Scorpio, and the other person isn't addressing it either, okay? What's your advice in this situation? Some advice for you, Scorpio. What's your advice? Scorpio's advice. Okay, throughout the month of November, okay, this is very much tell it like it is on this channel, okay? You might feel undervalued for what you do, and it might keep you a little bit stuck. You do want to free yourself, but you don't want to speak up about it. And this person, whoever this might be, they're not speaking up about it. So the elephant in the room isn't being addressed, okay? But you might decide just to hold off on your efforts so that this person might get the memo to make a change. Go, hey, look, Scorpio, we've been thinking, we'd like to offer you this package or whatever. If it is about love, right, throughout November, let's have some messages for love for you. How are we doing time-wise? We're doing okay. For Scorpio, all right, November 2025. Some of you might actually think, just for a select few, some of you might actually think someone's non-committal. Yeah, the passion's great. I think they might be looking elsewhere. They might be dating other people, these kind of things, all right? Okay, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And as I say, some of you are going to get a light bulb moment, okay, regarding, emotional contentedness, all right? Okay, it is safe for you to love. Some of you don't feel safe to love a certain person because you might think that they're non-committal. Yes, the physical intimacy is great, but that's just lust, I don't feel safe in this situation, okay? And forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So, forgiving and learning. Some of you guys, the outcome is you might decide to cut something out, okay? Scorpio, you might not even decide to address the situation. You might just cut it out and be quite brutal. And you know what? Move forward and forgive the situation, in order to move on to something, a little bit more reciprocal, something that you merit. Remember, the Four of Pentacles was there at the start, which is holding back, But just for a select few, this has just come to me now. There might be somebody with water in the chart, possibly a Pisces, okay, and you don't see it coming, okay, and they might be your Ten of Cups, okay. So let's have a look. I've done that. Something that's going to be instrumental, okay, throughout your month, something to pay attention to, something to certainly consider, Scorpio, all right, that might help you on your journey towards living your best life in abundance. Let's have a look. The mind, okay, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. Again, over here, changing perspectives, looking at things differently, switching up how you operate rather than speaking up, maybe putting back your energy, care, and attention so that somebody gets the memo. So you might be quite flexible in how you deal with situations throughout November. Pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. Some of you going for massages, indulging yourself, in beauty treatments and all these kind of things. Could be just meditation. But yeah, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. Okay, treat yourselves like queens or kings. And then the inner child, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. Okay, so excuse me, Scorpio. Yeah, it looks like a very mixed month for you. Many layers. It's like an onion. But some of you might just decide to cut things out because you realize I'm just wasting my time here. There's other stuff out there. I'm looking further afield. I'm not getting anything stable from somebody. It might have been non-committal, but the sex was great. Your energetic field is, yeah, I want to free myself, and I'm not saying a word. Some of you might just decide to, go MIA, just for a select few, not for everybody. If you're a song, Scorpio, throughout the month, all right, lyrics might mean something, the band might mean something, just the title might, have something in it for you. Circles, Post Malone. I don't know much about this song, actually, but give it one listen. If it's not your genre, you can dump it. Circles, Post Malone, okay? And one of these, this is a positive message to love you and leave you with, all right? It's called Pass Around the Smile this decade. They're just positive messages, all right? And whenever you're feeling a bit down or you want to boost your morale, remember what this card says, okay, for Scorpio. Trust and receive. Amazing work. Your persistence is paying off. Trust the process and expect to receive very soon. And do you remember what I was saying to you? Some of your focus is you have a belief and you trust in a situation and you're going to stick it out. Trust and receive. So some of you are hopeful, not hopeful. You have faith that you are going to get your just merits in a situation, okay? And then what we got here? Refocus your energy, Scorpio. Sometimes the most productive way forward is to stop, rest, and reassess. Another card of indulgence, that one, over here, is pampering yourself and taking yourself for a massage and, great food, just indulging yourself, treating yourself like a king or queen. So, look, I think that's about it from me today, guys. I hope you have an amazing November, and happy birthday once again to those of you celebrating your birthdays. My name's Drew. This has been Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means I can continue to do this for free for you. If you're on a personal reading, you can reach out on moderntarot.net directly or browse the YouTube Modern Tarot store. And I do my best to give you some clarity on your personal situations. In the meantime, have an amazing November. Happy birthday again. And I'll see you back in mid-month. Take care, Scorpio. Bye now.